Good morning and welcome on our resident webinar. Today the webinar is it's slightly different to the usual one. First of all, we'll be using different agency today, so you might notice that the branding is colors here. So the branding setup in Resident is slightly different to the usual one. So I usually show you Resident features on the agency called Resident Software. Today we'll be using my test one, which actually I called Penguins, just to have a little bit of fun with testing. This is because today we'll be looking into ticketing feature. So before we start, just to say a few words about the feature itself. So ticketing is new part of the system, and it will be available where the global functions of the resident are. Ticketing is the additional package to the core resident software. So it is not mandatory thing. It will require additional purchase. It is also based on a subscription. So those will be also additional. That will be additional to your normal subscription if you're interested in ticketing. But it is, as I said, it's not the mandatory thing. So you can decide that you want to use ticketing if you'll be interested or not. So you don't have to purchase that. And today I want to show you, I will be showing you what the feature actually is. The main purpose of it is to provide you a streamlined process of reporting and resolving maintenance issues. Actually, it was originally designed with the maintenance issue in mind, so like any block problems, leaks, roof problems, but can be used for any questions your leaseholders or directors can have to and want to report to you. So the idea is, instead of having a mailbox and having a separate phone, it's to have a one place when you can keep all your maintenance issues, and then they can be visible to everyone, can be dealt, can be archived, and then it will be easy to find. Also, from each issue, we'll be able to create works order. So this is a reporting system which is embedded into Resident and integrated with all the functions which are at the moment in Resident. So we will go through 2 or 3 scenarios, how you can report the ticket, and how you can improve the process. Also, this is the first release of the ticketing. As everything in Resident, for those of you who are already using the system, you probably know that we are constantly improving everything, every section, every part of the Resident based on the feedback. So we already have in mind few future updates, like supplier access maybe to the tickets, and getting that part of the system also interlinked with the whole maintenance process. But we'll always base it on your feedback. So if you'll be interested to start using ticketing, you will see that you like certain things are not useful for you, or you see the functionalities which might be helpful. Then obviously, based on the feedback of all the tickets users, we will be expanding that functionality in future. So, but today we'll be focusing on what we have at the moment, what we want to offer you, and hopefully that will make your life easier. So, as I said, ticketing is available in the top section here. If you press, you will see that we have 2 sections, list of tickets and settings. We'll go to settings later. We'll start with the list of tickets. this is where all the reported tickets are kept. So I'm logged in with my user and I have one ticket assigned to me. So my ticket obviously shows the tickets I'm supposed to deal with. Also, you can see it shows you unresolved tickets only. So at the moment, the ticket can be in 3 stages: open, in progress, and resolved. If it's resolved, it will obviously not show on this list. If we untick that, then of course it will also show resolved tickets. This is for when we want to investigate, find some old issues which have been dealt with. Second tab are unassigned tickets. Unassigned tickets will be tickets who were reported to us as an agency, but they haven't been assigned to the specific person. Ticket can be assigned manually, so I can open any of those and assign to some property manager or some other users I have in the system. Or I can, all tickets will be automatically assigned to the property manager. So if the leaseholder submits a ticket to us, and this ticket, and he's from a specific block, so we, for example, are in Heaven Mansion now, block, if someone from Heaven Mansion reports the ticket, and this in block details, so in block details you can set up property manager, so specific user who deals with that block, that ticket will go automatically to that user. So those unassigned tickets are only tickets which have been sent to us from email which is not in the system, or which we've created manually and haven't assigned yet to any specific users. So ideally, all those should be delegated to specific people. And then there is a third tab which shows all the tickets, so those unassigned and those and any other tickets. So you can see that there are some tickets assigned to Ticketmaster, user called Ticketmaster, and one to me. So this is my ticket I could see in my tab. So those 3 tabs are not visible to all users. So there are 2 types of users. One is the agent, which can see their tickets and every unassigned. So if property manager, let's say, logged in, they can deal with their problems and they can see, oh, there is something I can deal with, or I can help someone. I can deal with unassigned. All tickets are visible only to admins, so there will be dedicated users. You can have more than one, so you can choose who is admin. You can give access to everyone for that section to everyone, so you can have all your users as admins, or you can have 2 admins, and then the rest of the users will see just those 2 tabs. So admins will be obviously controlling what's going on with the tickets, and will see what tickets coming in and going out, and what's the status in terms of progress, let's say. So that's this section, and there is a button, of course, with the new ticket. So new ticket, normally the tickets will be created from an email. So either someone can log into the system. So I will just quickly show you leaseholder dashboard. So this is leaseholder who logged into the system. They see their dashboard, obviously tiles, and they have a new tile called tickets. So I can click on that, and I could raise a new ticket saying door damaged by fire. Hello. Please to repair. Please repair our front door as they have been damaged overnight. So we can obviously, it will be up to leaseholder obviously to type the description. Then this is the message they want to give you. say that. And I can also give leaseholders hallway mass, building manual, picture of damaged roof. So I would use my hallway mass file to submit that. Priority, I can say priority, that's the main door problem, so or door problem seems quite essential. So that will be up to leaseholders to choose if they want to highlight for you how important is that. Probably that might be the main priority which is used, but but that will be up to leaseholders really, or directors, of course. Everyone who's got the portal will have that tile. So we've put all the details, and now we can create that. So then that's what will effectively happen now. The ticket will be created, and then added to our portal. So we can take that, and then if we go here to all tickets, then we should have the tickets created. So basically, because this ticket master is my property manager for that block, and that was leaseholder from the Heavens block, Heaven Mansion block. So it was already assigned straight away the moment it was created to Ticketmaster. The Ticketmaster was notified by email that the new ticket's been assigned to them, and the leaseholder has been notified that the ticket's been created. So now we could go, because I'm an admin, so I can see all the tickets. Normally it would be probably the ticket master who would go and check that. So you can see that that's the submitter. The block's been picked up because I've reported it from the portal as a leaseholder. The residence also, residence 2 has been picked up. And then I can also select the owner. You'll be able to change all those. So the system automatically, you can see that it's now recognized that. If the user will have more than one, and I use this email for more than one leaseholder. So if the leaseholder if the email will be assigned to more than one leaseholder, or leaseholder will have more than one property, then you will have to pick and choose. So the default property might not be the one which the issue is necessarily for. So there's always an option for you to customize that. Then you have a subject, so that came from the leaseholder. Assignee, it's not showing my ticket master only because that's also an admin user, so system admin. So normally that would say a ticket master. Tags, so I can choose the tags which I've already created. So I already have door. So the tags are there for you to group the issues. So then you can search for all, once you have quite a lot of tickets, if you will be tagging them, that this issue is regarding door, this is regarding the leak. So then you can search for those tickets, for those tags. So let's say I want to only see the door issue and door issues, and after 2-3 years, that tags might come really handy. Then I have a body, so this is exactly what leaseholder typed. I have a JPEG, so that's the attachment. I can add more attachments here to the ticket if necessary. I can change its priority, I can change its status. So if I'll be dealing with that, I can change it in progress, for example, or resolved, if I've dealt with the issue. At the bottom, I can create the works order. Now I can create the new task. So if I create any of those, so let's just do quick works order. Yes, we are sure. So that will take us, you can see that took us to Heaven Mansion, and we have next works order. We have subject is being pulled from the ticket. Body of the works order and description is the body of the ticket. We can do a bank account, so let's do client bank account. And yeah, we can just create a new works order or maintenance category. So that we need to select FireDoors. Let it be like that. Okay, so we've got the new ticket. Sorry, new works order. So obviously we have all the details here. Everything, all the tabs looks good. You can see that we have this quote instruction and our attachment copied from the ticket. So attachments will be pulled to quotes, and works will be pulled from the ticket. So whatever has been submitted on the ticket, you will have that on a works order straight away. Also, you have a button ticket here. So button ticket will allow you to jump back to the ticket. So if you'll be using ticketing, and you can see that we have our works order, we can create more works order on that ticket, so that's not a problem. But we can quickly move between a works order and a ticket. So if you ever see in a system in resident works order which will have that button, that will also give you instant information that has been created from the ticket, and you can see the thread conversation which happened in the ticket. Workflow status hasn't changed. Quotes also, so accept the copying details from the ticket. But if we take an action, so let's say we will instruct that. Let's just choose the supplier. I believe I have this Baldock supplier, and I can instruct. So instructing, nothing changed here. Still, you can send it, you can instruct it. But what will happen now, it will prompt you to update the ticket. So then I can say, yes, I would like to also update the ticket, and I can change the status. So we instructed, so I would say I will go to in progress. Contacts, I can now choose, you can see included in the ticketing thread already. So I would go with the leaseholder I've already included. And I can also now choose anyone else. That will be narrowed to that specific block. So I have Archangels, so as you probably would expect, those are all from Heaven Mention block. So I can choose any of those leaseholders, or I can choose at the bottom the group of them. The groups are not at the moment there, but they will be added, or we're adding it at the moment. So we will be, once from the next week, they should be also available. So I can add another leaseholder, which, let's say, lives on the same floor, and if those are on the same staircase, I might include few leaseholders I want to notify. So yeah, those were not needed, and this is also what will be removed. So I just don't want to notify those, and I can say hello. Please be informed that our trusted contractor has been instructed. Kind regards. So, and then I can add attachment if I want, and then I can reply. So that will send the message to the leaseholder. Well, all those leaseholders. And if we go back to the ticket and we'll go to messages, this is where you can see all the messages sent to that in that conversation thread. So the bottom, the main one is the ticket has been created, and then hello, please be informed that trusted contractor has been instructed. So we received, this is the message which was sent to leaseholder. So we're using this email as the transition inbox. So now this is two-way messaging. So once the leaseholder receives that reply, they don't have to log in into the system. They can just reply to this email, and that will go back to this ticket. And obviously the assigned agent will be notified. We can also reply here on the same principle. You can add more contacts here, send a reply. So this, compared to other messaging in Resident, this is two-way messaging. So once the email is sent, it will go from that, in my case, info@resident, that will be specific to each client inbox, and then it will be received by a leaseholder. And they can, without logging, so also ticketing system will be available for people who do not have access to the system. So they could just simply message info@resident.uk.com, and that will create an assigned or assigned ticket for me, because if the system will recognize email address, then it will be already linked to the specific leaseholder in a block. Then you have notes, so you can type, you can add a note, and those are strictly internal notes. So then you can edit, then delete. So there is very similar principle as adding a note to any other section in Resident. And then you have logs, quite detailed. So you can see that the submit has been changed, ticket's been assigned, created, new works order been added, status been changed, ticket created, and this is about the note, that the note been created on a ticket. And now we can wait for the works order to be finalized. We can wait for the reply. The moment the leaseholder will reply to our message, the ticket will be reopened. So this will change into open status. Agent will be, in our case, the ticket master will be notified that the ticket's been replied and reopened. Well, they probably should follow up with the leaseholder on that ticket. Also, there are two methods for the leaseholders or any external user to report the issue. They can either have access to the system and report it through Resident, through the dashboard portal, or they can just email the designated inbox. With this designated inbox, each client who will sign up for the ticketing, they will have their own Gmail inbox on the Resident domain. So I have info@resident, and if your agency is called, let's say, Guardian Angels, it will be Guardian Angels maintenance or just Guardian Angels at resident.uk.com. Where there will be an option to use your own domain. So if you have email maintenance@guardianangels.co.uk, then it will be possible to set up the forwarding, two-way forwarding to that. So each client will have that Gmail inbox. It's just for the transition. It's like a transition inbox. And then if you set up the forwarding, we will let you know how to do that. Also, because that will be done case by case as clients, as you sign up, then you will be you'll be able to give your leaseholders email maintenance@guardianangels.co.uk. They will email that, and they will receive messages, but they will receive the messages from Guardian Angels at Resident. Although you can customize to the extent your inbox, but it basically depends on what kind of mail client you're using, because for that's why I just say um, that's why I say it will be case by case, because it really depends who hosts your domain. And um, although we're hoping everything will be, for most domains there shouldn't be a problem, because we're using um, technology which should be available for every mail client, but we just want to be careful. So um, forwarding and using your custom domain will be possible, but we'll deal with that as you sign up and as we have the details of what mail client you use. So those are in general two methods: reporting, emailing you to you, or reporting through the portal. The third method is you can raise the ticket on your own. So you can create new tickets. So if I receive a call and although at some point in future we might decide to also system to pick up and integrate, if you have all of internet phone system, it might be also picking up the numbers, but at the moment it is not the case. So you have block unit, and you would just complete this form. So while you're on the phone with someone, you can choose block unit once you get those details from them, and then subject and the details. So this way you can also create the ticket as an agent and then assign it even to one of your colleagues if that's the case. So there is also a way of manually reporting that issue, and once you create the ticket this way, then leaseholder will get the follow-ups also through that. Then they can get follow-ups through the ticket. They don't have to be registered. They will just need to have an email address obviously in the system. So that's the part of day-to-day use, I would say. Then let's have a quick look on the settings. So this is where your mailbox will be set up in mailbox settings. So that will be your bespoke email address, and then you can put the name on it. So that will always comes in a subject in the emails, well, in email from. So that will come from maintenance at info address. So that's the one thing. Then you have admins, so you can grant some people an admin rights. So you can see that you can pick and choose who's an admin there. Then you have tags. So those are the tags which like you can assign to tickets. That allows you to, that will give you a full list and allows you to delete them. So if you create 2 tags for the same issue, you can then remove that one. Then there are 2 tabs which are kind of most interesting here. So first you have notifications. So you have the auto response. Your ticket has been created, so that comes to the leaseholder once they create the ticket. A new ticket has been created, and that comes to admin. So the admin is being notified that the new ticket's being added, and they can check that. Each of those can be disabled. So if we don't want a leaseholder to be notified, we can disable that. We can disable this one also. And then ticket assigned to the agent. So ticket has been created, ticket assigned to the agent. So the moment someone assigns the ticket to me, I will get an email notifying me, and then I have a link which I can click and get directly to that ticket. So those are notifications. There will be 4th notification, which will, the moment someone responds to the ticket which is assigned to you, you have very similar notification to that, but you will see the body of the message in that notification. Then you have reminders. So that second type, I would say. So those are daily and weekly reports. So first you have unresolved tickets for admin. So admin will get all unresolved, so in the status in progress or open, all tickets report. So that's the weekly report they will get. Then daily report of unassigned tickets. So every day admin will get the list of tickets which hasn't been picked up by anyone. Um, so by the end of the day, it's just like to double check that everything's been delegated. Unresolved tickets to the agents. So that's the Friday report of unassigned unresolved tickets, but those are just tickets for specific agents. So each agent who's got the tickets will get that report to show him what is still not resolved, basically. And then daily list of tickets to be actioned. So those are the tickets which are open. So daily, agent will see the list of things which have been assigned to them. They are in status open, which means they either are brand new, so someone just create an issue or create a question for them, or they've been responded to. Because the moment someone responds, the tickets change the status from in progress or resolved to open. So everything's that have been open. So each of those notifications will have a list, so that you have a ticket links here. Well, for this notification of open tickets, you have links. For this one, you have the report, like an Excel report for the agent. Then you have unassigned tickets will have links also, and the weekly reports will have an attachment in a form of the spreadsheet. Mainly because the spreadsheets for those reports at some point you might have, especially for the agents with, or if your leaseholders will be with the so for the agents with big portfolio, or if your leaseholders will be utilizing your ticketing system intensively, then you will have you might have quite a lot of open issues um, or unresolved issues. So then it will be more convenient to browse them through the spreadsheet. Same here. So that's a weekly report of unresolved tickets, but for the agent. So those are notifications, those are reminders which are built into Resident. As I said, you can switch them off if you want. You cannot switch them off by the user. So if you switch agent notifications, none of the agents will be getting that notification. The thing here is that we plan also the other reports, like an extract of all tickets, extract tickets by tag, so the kind of customized reports on the ticketing. At some point, of course, we will also want to configure some SLAs into and other things, but we'll do it based on the feedback, and we'll be doing it as we develop that feature. So we also want to, if we focus on essential, to make this ticketing system as simple as possible, give you a streamlined process through the whole residence, so also integrated into existing features, and have a two-way messaging. Once we get that right, and we gather the feedback from our clients, then we'll decide if the priority would be the reporting side, or maybe you would prefer supplier access. But idea is, in general, to have this ticketing process also configurable in in most areas. So that's everything I want to show you today on the ticketing. There will be another campaign coming with the more details about the ticketing. So we will probably include there an article, some videos. So we will also see probably more in the form of the snapshots. What I've showed you here. There will be also detailed article which will tell you how often, or remind you how often are they being the notifications, reminders are being sent, what exact time, how they report the tickets, how the emails will be formatted when they resolve the tickets, how often you, for example, receive them. We check for messages because the messages are being pulled from the so this Gmail one. So at the moment, I believe we do check every 15 minutes for any new responses. So that will be all detailed. So also, if you are interested, please contact our sales just to let us know that you would be interested in purchasing this feature and get the pricing for you. We will, of course, once it will be released, which will be this weekend, to the early access, and then we will also announce the pricing officially. That's why I'm just not giving you that in this webinar. What I was also, as we are here, I just thought I would mention to you the recent release notes, and I just want to show you actually one feature from the most recent release notes, which are extracts. So now you can, when you extract, so if we extract owners and units, and let it open. Just give me 2 seconds. I think I was just too eager and done it too quickly. So this is the extract, is basically all the details of these holders, but now you have new columns there. So you have contact preferences by email. So the one person wants to be contacted by email, and no one wants to be contacted by phone, and the rest of them wants to be contacted by post. One of the people wants to have invoices by email, and the rest of them wants them by post. So the person who wants to be contacted by email also wants their invoices by email. So that's the one thing. So those are the 5 columns really. And then another column which you have is block property manager. So this is, as you can see, this block is assigned to Ticketmaster. On a block level, obviously all these holders will have the same property manager, but this column will be more relevant on the global export, because then you can sort your blocks by property manager and check which blocks have a property manager assigned and which are missing that, and assigning property manager will be essential for if you decide to use ticketing. I said I'll mention only one feature, but I cannot resist the temptation, so I'll also show you some other things which we've released. So in supplier invoices, we added 2 things, and this is part of continuous improvement, let's say, of the supplier invoicing process. You have a new paper plane, which is the approve button. So supplier invoice list approved. So you can approve that invoice without going into the details of that invoice. This is just to make your process slightly more quicker. And the previously process was that I had to access the invoice and go more actions and approve. So that should simplify it, as you can approve a couple of invoices. You can disable that option as you disable option to approve the invoices by in permissions by unticking the change status on this page. Which I will show you in a second. I just want to mention before I will go there, I just want to mention to you the other feature, which actually was on the second page. Apologies, because this is not for existing invoices, it is for new invoices. So I was, after all, my instincts were correct and I was in the right place. So if we add a new invoice here, we have two buttons now. Well, one new button. So we have create, which will create the invoice and take us back to the list of invoices, or we can create and add new, which will create this invoice we're doing and it will open the blank form for another invoice. So this will be very useful when you're adding a couple of invoices for the same block. If you go to maintenance supplier invoices and want to add 5 invoices for the same block, same place, you just click create another one, and then you can complete all the details and add the invoice. So that should improve your process of adding invoices. Okay, and then just to quickly show you, if you don't want any of your roles, so if you have 2 roles, branch administrator and property manager, and you don't want property manager to have a ability to approve invoices, or you want property manager but you don't want accountant role to have, if you added such a role, to have this option to approve the invoices, then you go settings, list of roles, and then we can choose, well, any role really. I would choose branch administrator. If I don't want the branch administrator to be able to do that, then I just go in a section, I will select block, and then I need to find supplier invoices, and you can see it's unticked. I'm a system admin, so I can approve and I can see all the sections, but branch admins on my agency cannot approve the invoices, and the button will disappear from the list also if they cannot approve the invoices. So this is how you can manage this part of the system. So that's those are the improvements we've deployed this week. What I would also like to mention here is there will be further improvements to supplier invoices process. We want to have when you're approving, we also want to have the preview of the attachment if it's PDF. This is not something which has a release date at the moment, as we are focusing mainly on the ticketing right now, but it is one of the planned updates to the supplier invoices process. Thank you very much for today. I hope you've enjoyed checking our new feature and also those improvements we've done to existing supplier invoices process and extracts. Please keep an eye on the release notes as the more details about ticketing and also some other improvements, if we will have chance to deploy them, will be coming. Thank you very much and have a great day.